Thank you. I'm going to need it based on how it went last time. And thankfully, OBS kept up this time, so I didn't have to change anything else. And our save should still be there. Or, you know, it's just not gonna... What? Okay, I have a lot of questions, because I literally see the save right here. Why did the save not work? Hang on, I have an idea. Where there's a will, there's a way. And there are many ways to make things like this work. No, that did not work. Why is my save gone? Because that's actually going to be a really big problem. That's actually a fair amount of progress to lose. I don't understand is I'm literally looking at the save right now. Why are you being stupid? I've actually never had this specific problem happen before. That's a new one. What happens if I do this? Okay, yeah, it didn't like... Oh, no, I know what I did wrong. I'm being stupid. Pretty sure I know exactly where I went wrong here. Uh-huh. Yep, that is exactly what I did wrong. Guess who loaded in the wrong emulator? That's why it didn't switch so easily last time. Can you tell that Blaster Master Boy took a lot out of me? His boy did it. Why is the save still gone? Is it? This is the right emulator now. Let's see if that works. What? The fuck is happening here? What? So the fascinating thing is I just specifically told it to load the save. Oh, wait, no, I think I know what happened. Is it generated a new one? It generated a new one the second the game booted. I think that might be why there's the blank one there. There we go. I fixed it. I've done it. I fixed the problem. It just took like 4 tries to get the damn thing to work. Okay. Yeah, we don't have a test to take right now. We need to do a Krazy GP. And we're gonna try yet another different character. Because the robot was doing okay until he ran into steering problems. Dracula was a disaster. Let's go good old reliable Goemon. Wait. Oh no. So me getting the save back didn't matter. So you know what happened? Because I know what happened. Is one of two things happened. A, it didn't save when I pressed the button, or I'm convincing myself I pressed the save button and I didn't. But I'm pretty confident I pressed the save button before I closed everything on Tuesday. Guess we're doing it all again anyway. Now there's nothing I can do to fix it. There's nothing I can do for that. I can't make a save that doesn't exist. Yeah. Which is the opposite of what I wanted. I would have liked to, you know, have gotten credited for the time I spent playing this before and suffering. But I guess that's just not gonna be a thing that happens today. This is either that or I just go on to another one of the choices, but all of them will take a solid amount of time too, so that doesn't really help. This was like the good option in that scenario. Well, I suppose I do have an alternative, actually. I know of at least one of them that's actually only an hour, which is probably gonna be longer than that for us. Do I stubbornly try to make this work, or do I switch? Thing is, I did label this Revenge Tour, so it wouldn't really be fitting to change. Nah, we'll stick with. We'll be fine. Worst case, this carries over yet again. Especially with it trying to stop me again via the save breaking, I feel like I kind of have to fight this now. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. The ads are coming up here in a second, though, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep going during the ads this time, though, because y'all have seen these stages already. Hey, if you were here on Tuesday. If you weren't, don't worry, you're not missing much. On the bright side, I figured out how drifting works now. Because I've realized where I went wrong on Tuesday already. I was holding the drift button. What you need to do is tap the drift button. Turns out holding it breaks it. That's why I've been drifting so much better today. For those who have noticed that I actually have managed to, you know, actually drift. That's why. Which is kind of stupid. But oh, what a difference being a little bit more awake when you're trying to learn a new racing game. Goes, eh? My tires. The fact I'm in 4th place is a problem, but I'm pretty confident we can fix that. You know, if I didn't get stuck behind a pole and a wall. Third place is passable, considering we had 1st place on the last course. 3rd would be okay. I got robbed on the last lap because I didn't have the fucking speed in that turn. Ah, that's awful. Well, there's even less that people are gonna miss during the ads because we're doing this course again! Hooray! You know what, I'll take that. Hitting anybody with those missiles is a victory. The fact that those clouds are pointed right at the boosters is mean. This is going worse somehow, which is impressive, considering our last go around this course wasn't exactly great to begin with. Case in point, we're just getting bullied now. That turn really sucks. The fact that they made those warning signs solid is so mean. Is the fact that those warning signs are solid means situations like that happen where you bump it just barely and you get sent off the map? Oh, right. Everybody has their own ability, so we've got our little ninja friend there as our power-up, and then they go flying forward. That's what the helicopter was for the robot, is I guess that's their unique power. Or I guess you could call it like an assist summon as well, since they both seem to be like summoning something in so far. I don't think we saw Dracula's. There we go, use the sign to my advantage this time. And we're all pigs now. Thankfully, even the pig has a booster in its ass, so it's fine, it works out. Okay, one of my competitors got struck by lightning. Takes the corner hard. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. As you can see, we're still here because I botched the first attempt at this area. And I missed both the power-ups, so this is going great. So we were fighting my past self, apparently. And immediately down to 3rd place on that turn again. What is it about that damn turn? Why must you ping now? Why is this the time you've decided to do this? I didn't actually see the score that well, considering I was dealing with that annoying ping that had come up. So that's on my list of servers that I really should just leave at this rate, but that's neither here nor there. Wow, I'm just on a roll for missing power-ups now, huh? Goemon turns way better, but he also, in some ways, turns a little too much better? At least in small places? Everybody seems to have a skidding problem, though. Like, everybody's got grease on their tires to put an entire damn burger joint to shame. I still don't know what the power meter is. There's like, I'm picking up multiple power-ups and it's not changing the power meter, for example. And picking up a blue one after a red... Oh, we picked up a red after a blue. We didn't pick up a blue after a red. So I guess maybe that's the way around I need to do it, haha. But honestly, if nobody ever ends up in front of me, I have no reason to find out anything further. That was a much cleaner race around that course than we had the last time we did this. Oh, he's literally just Ninja. Because I never did check what the robot's name was. Turns out he's just Ninja. We have one more course left? I think this is the last one of the set. See, that is one more. Goemon really does just feel better than either of the other two did, though, I gotta say. Now, he remains fairly consistent on the course instead of me constantly struggling. Okay, I see it just turned into a booster. Maybe if I grab multiple blues, it'll do something? 'Cause I seem to recall there was like a crazy powerful booster. Yeah, see, now it's got power 2. Oh, I can just stack them. Okay, I thought it was gonna do something cool. It just let me use it 3 times. Well, that's a thing, I guess. Why'd I get stuck on that tree game? I almost lost my first place to getting stuck on a tree even though I didn't touch it. Nice, perfect 30 points. Pretty happy with that. That's infinitely better than we did last time. Congratulations! Yes, I would like to take the test. Just a nice casual drive around the beach. Nothing to worry about here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it took us into the 20s just to go around there the first time with Ninja. And it took us less than that just to go around once as Goemon, so... I think Goemon might just have an inherent advantage here, by far. Oh, right, it's 4 laps, not 3, though. Uh-oh. Might have fucked around a little too hard testing some movement out. It's gonna be really close, but we're good. We ended at, like, roughly the same time. That's because I fucked around trying to test out drifting some more. Later, idiot. Go, mole, for the good of the city. Destroy my enemies. And meanwhile, I fade away. Goodbye. You will never see me because I'm not able to be seen. There's the hole I put there. Almost went right into my own hole. That would have been very awkward. Though we are defeating him rather handily, just like we did as Ninja. Like, this was a non-issue before, and it's proving to be a non-issue again. Oh, wait, he hit me. He's done something. His AI might be waking up. Rubber banding might be in effect. Except unfortunately for him, he still can't beat me. So yeah, we're only 1 GP behind where we were last as now, so it's not that bad. Like, it took us a long time to get to this point last time. But A, because I know what I'm doing, and B, because of the fact that I'm driving better. Slash potentially using a better character. We are making much faster progress. Because bear in mind, this was only meant to be like a 2-hour clear. And we had spent like an hour and change playing last time and got like 2 GPs in. Apparently Dracula is going to be the problem this time. Did I blow myself up? Or did somebody just happen to hit me right after I went to place a bomb? The world may never know. Hehe. Didn't get anybody. You'd know it if I'd hit anybody because he would have made a noise. This course, though, very easy to go fast on because it's just a bunch of straightaways. You hit a bunch of boost items like that and you're just boom, gone before anybody even knows what's happening. Definitely easiest course in this set. Go. Didn't get the boost. Sad. I tried to be cheeky and jump the gap. It's weird, by the way, that those further forward get struck by lightning first and thus recover first. You would think everybody should recover simultaneously. But apparently that's just not a thing they do here. Ninja was the one who did the lightning, in case anybody's wondering. That's why he's out in front. Why did the boost not alter my angle? That should have sent me in the direction I was pointing, not on the same trajectory I already was on. What's the point to a boost if it doesn't change your direction at all? I find it funny, by the way, that we're on our home terrain and I'm doing much worse. I got robbed at the end. God damn it. Well, first and third is not a terrible combination, just not great. Because it's still us and Ninja, basically. He is the problem. He needs to die. The robot must be disassembled. Oh yeah, it's pit time. We gotta watch out for the holes. Watch out for me! Thankfully, since I'm decent at hopping the gaps to a certain degree, I can actually just skip that problem a bit and give myself an advantage here. And speaking of advantages, the fact that we took Ninja out right now should help, though he's probably going to recover by the time the course ends. I took that turn too hard. That's on me. Though I freely admit I cursed myself by saying I'm doing okay at jumping those gaps today. Them finishing ahead of me is fine. I just need Ninja not to finish ahead of me. Like, just purely in terms of winning the overall GP. As long as I stay in at least third, we're golden. I would like to do better than that, but, you know. I don't remember who the third place contender was. I'm just gonna have to hope that it isn't either of the two people in front of me. Or if it is, whoever the one... Okay, it was Dracula that I blew up. I was like, whichever one I blew up hopefully was the third place contender. Hi, Taco. Bye, Taco. Hi, Dracula. Bye, Dracula. That's a problem. I'm now in 4th, which is not okay. Gotta play a dangerous game to keep my position. Get out of here. Not that way! Just because I told you to get out of here doesn't mean you're supposed to get out of here ahead of me. Why is this little blight on the landscape so fast? That'll help. Bouncing off that wall, though, helps infinitely less. Thankfully, the end of the course is right there, so we're solid now. We have 2 first places and a 3rd. I think we're fine. We'd have to, like, really botch it from here for it to be a problem. That's not to say I can't. I could still completely balls this up. But Ninja is no longer in the running. He got a 0 this time. So he's a full 8 points behind us. We would have to get... We can't even end up behind him, actually, in one race. Because he would need to get 1st, and we'd need to get less than 3rd, and we can't. It resets us if we get 4th, so... We're actually pretty much guaranteed here now. Unless I'm counting wrong and there's another course after this. If there's another course after this, this could still turn against us if he does better than us twice. But he'd have to do a lot better than us twice. Like, it would be 1st and 3rd back-to-back or something for it to be a threat. I thought I touched the jump pad. Those jumps are going to be a nightmare again. Stop giving me weapons that attack behind me. I need things that attack forward so I might kill the ninja. I must kill my past self because he's being a problem again. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. Thanks for me just skidding out of control for some reason without me even trying to do anything. Like, I even let up on the gas sometimes, and it doesn't seem to fucking matter with this game sometimes. Okay, at least Ninja got struck by lightning too, so that's fine. Because now I hit him with a missile, and he's just sad. How unfortunate for him. The way the walls in this game work continue to baffle me. Because I swear they don't bounce you in the direction that physics would have you bouncing in. Which, you know, it's a video game. There's only so much you can expect there. But at the same time, when it's inconvenient to me, I would like to expect different. Well, there went everybody, because apparently the pack was really tight at that moment. Because that's inconvenient to me, so of course it's the case. Thankfully, we still naturally passed Ninja, and we're good. Yeah, we have a we have an 11-point lead on him right now, and we're good. We're done. That's another GP done. Yeah, we are doing so much better with Goemon. So I do stand by the fact that part of it is just me being awake this time, instead of being, like, half dead, trying to drive. We just got... Oh, wait, is Champion Cup the end? If Champion Cup's the end, we might actually be able to get this done pretty quick. Like, obviously, this is gonna take a few tries, probably, considering the trouble we had last time. And we have the license test to do. which I'm assuming it's gonna be a more involved license test for A rank versus B rank. But, like, I can actually adjust on that bridge without just sliding off of it, for example. Well, what's going on, though? I'm going in the lava, which is fine. Boing. Joke's on you. I remember the shortcut, which is literally right there in front of you, so how could I forget it? We still can't take that turn very well, but, you know. Swings and roundabouts. It still cuts some time off for us. Perish, ninja. Starting to get a hang of it. Even better. You know, till I slam into those with no real hope. I cannot make that turn, though. That turn is the death of me right now. Which I never made that turn with any of the other guys too much either. I think Dracula's the only one who made that turn successfully at least once. I do kind of wish they had, like, character themes for this instead of just a variation of the Konami Crazy Racers theme, but I'm assuming there just wasn't enough space for that much music on this cartridge. I made the turn! Let's go! And I got set on fire, which is repeatedly, in fact, which might ruin this for me. Yep, there they go. Are you kidding me? I went from managing to salvage that and get into position to get first to getting RNG fireballed, what was that, 3 times? Because I had no chance of avoiding them. They don't stay... They're not visible long enough for you to avoid them. Oh, that's brutal. Got fucking Mario Kart right at the last possible second. That is heartbreaking. God damn it. I forgot that that was the one that only had the hole on the right. I flinched thinking there was a hole on the left, too, and threw myself off the damn course. That is entirely my own fault. Use them to get around the blockade. And get crushed immediately because I didn't have any choice. But it made me get around the turn better, so... eh? There's one thing I'm thankful, but I'm not gonna say it out loud until we're done with this course. Because I know what'll happen if I say it out loud before this course is done. I've also got to be very careful not to self-fulfilling prophecy the thing I'm thinking about. Ah, there's a weird cat out here. Right in front of me in the damn car. Wow, I took that turn real sharp. I wish I knew how. Like, that's the thing I've noticed, is sometimes I can take these turns, like, hella sharp, and other times I feel like I'm driving a brick. Ah. Well, you know what? That's still better than before. Just gotta watch out for the fireballs and avoid them if I even can. And I did, and we're good. First place. Now, the big fear I had was somebody deciding to be funny and put a trap on that bridge. If either of those bridges had, like, a mole hole on it or something, we'd be SOL. There'd be nothing you could do about it, because it would be the entire bridge. And that's why I was worried about a self-fulfilling prophecy, too, because, like, if I got the mole hole and I put it there myself, I would drive into it. I knew what was going to happen. I'm going to assume that was divine punishment for even having that idea. God, this fucking turn. Like, a hairpin turn on sand is just so mean. I feel like I'm gonna have to try to, like, drift on that and hope for the best. Like, even there, for example, I drifted and I still went into the drink. Thankfully, the game's at least being kind enough to give me missiles to make me feel better. Like, I'd say it was helping, but it only kind of is helping. It mostly is just genuinely making me feel better. Like, look at that turn. That turn is so mean. You have to basically, like, turn your engine off. Not even hit the brakes. Because most of the times when I went skidding off, I hit the brakes. Because I'm pretty sure the B button is a brake button. It's negotiable whether it does anything sometimes, but I'm pretty confident it's a brake button. Because, like, right there I used it and it worked. But other times I've used it and it didn't seem to improve my turning at all? Maybe I just wasn't hitting it hard enough. Because now that I'm actively talking about it and doing it while I'm saying it, it's working better. So maybe I just wasn't quite hitting it like I thought I was. Which would not be a surprise, particularly. Considering I'm also going off of information from when I played this half-dead tired. So, you know, there's some variation there. If we just crush this, by the way, I will be so vindicated in so many ways. You know what? Worth it. I will take killing them and dying for it, as that felt good. I feel like I needed that. Well, somebody died. Go back to playing baseball. That was the wrong angle to try and make that jump. And of course, I immediately get obliterated by a star. But somebody behind me got blown up, so you know what? Sometimes these things work themselves out. Got them both. Getting better with those rockets. Well, more it's people getting into better positions to be hit by those rockets. More than me getting any better, if I'm being real. But I'm gonna say I'm getting better at it, because it'll make me feel better. So you're telling me I'm invisible with ghost powers, and a bomb still blows me up, huh? Okay. I ignored the bomb, figuring I was protected by the ghost form thing. I officially don't know what the ghost form does. In hindsight, I should have realized that wasn't gonna help, because the shield ability right here also exists. Which seems to act more as this game's star power. Don't you giggle at me. Perish, demon. That's not what I wanted to do. It's not often that I don't want to boost, but that was one of those times. Worked out, but didn't want it. Ah, I took the turn too tight. Come on. I'm having to cut corners to try to gain ground, and instead I've put myself on a really bad line up. So I think I might have fucked it. In fact, yeah, there's the end right there. Once again, right at the end. We might be going back to Dracula's castle, because we've only got one more try. How the fuck did he glitch ahead of... What the fuck is this game sometimes? He was bumping into the back of me, but warped ahead of me somehow. Like, I have to assume that's just the game not being able to convey that positioning very well, since we are technically two-dimensional. So he flipped in front of me, but it looked really bad. Like, it really... I disagree. And not just because I'm the one who ended up getting the shortfall there. I'm getting real acquainted with these walls right now. There we go. Hi, Dracula. Could you fucking not? That's twice now that somebody's been bashing into me when I try to get that power up, so I lose it. Put on it. Don't mind me. I am a ghost. You cannot harm a ghost, don't you know? My own hole. I almost fell in my own fucking gopher hole. Because I couldn't go anywhere because of where he was sitting, I couldn't avoid the booster and avoid that star falling down on me. I swear the game knows. I have to assume the game's AI knows to fuck with you like that. And, like, lock you into positions where you're gonna get hit. And yeah, I'm assuming there's a rivalry system in this, like a lot of the other kart racers have, so more than likely Ninja and Goemon are rivals. Is we were having trouble with Goemon when we were Ninja, so it would only make sense that it goes the other way around too. I had no choice on that idea, by the way, in case people are wondering why I ran into that bomb. It was a bomb or a hole. I didn't really have options. I'm not a good enough driver to avoid both. So I had to pick my struggle, and, well, I think I picked poorly. Second place, we'll take that. Especially since we ended ahead of Ninja, who I think might have still been the most competitive one otherwise. Oh wow, no, actually, like, nobody's competitive with us at all right now. Naomi's the closest, at 11 points behind. Coloration of this stage fucks with my brain so badly. Like, it's all just blue. Why did they make everything about this stage blue? It all just blends together. Dracula, I'ma stake you. I'ma stake you, motherfucker. I know he's the one who did it. He laughed when I blew up. I know the Belmonts. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'll show you what for. I can borrow the Vampire Killer for a day. See, I won't. See that I fucking won't. I'll show you who the real Drac is. Also, what is it about ice stages in games and having the most chill music while being the most infuriating fucking things ever? You ever notice that? Like, they purposely just made the music, like, really happy or really laid back every time, but the stages are always just dog shit. Okay. Because Moai had decided to go on a journey, we made that work without having to retry. Because he just went off to the left somewhere. And we still have an 8-point lead on Naomi, so we're fine. Oh, that was the last one. I counted wrong again. Oh, that's right. I completely blanked on the... We had done the beach stage, and I just completely forgot the beach stage existed. A time attack on Magma Castle? Ooh. On the bright side, there's no interference here, which is where part of our problem on this stage was coming from, was people bumping me off the damn bridge. Instead, I'm gonna bump me off the bridge. This also means we have no power-ups here, though, to try to compensate for falling off the bridge. Like, I have to drive this, like, very clean. Which, considering we're already through a lot of the time and we have 3 laps to do, I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that we're SOL on attempt 1 here. So I'm just gonna retry that straight away. What are the other things? Aim for the #1 spot in match races. And #1 spot in mock races? I don't know what the hell that means. My fucking twitchy ass fingers. All it takes is 1 tap of the D-pad, for those wondering, to cause me to go off the edge there. So I try to do like the tiniest adjustment, because I'm scared of pivoting too far one way or the other, and instead I end up sliding off the other direction. There's no point. I just need to restart that. There's gonna be so many times where my takeoff is gonna be bad, and I'm just gonna restart. That's just gonna be the way this is right now. And this is why I always end up fucking twitching, is because of the hole in the bridge. So if I don't twitch, I fall in the hole. If I do twitch, I fall off the side. I just can't win. Yeah. Some of it's me. I have to make sure to acknowledge that some of it is me. Like, absolutely some of it is me, and the fact that I don't play a lot of kart racers, especially not this specific type. Like, most of my Mario Kart experience, for example, is like 64, Wii, and Mario Kart 8. Not any of the 2D Mario Karts, which control very radically differently. Though, I have to also acknowledge that those are fucking janky, too. Like, there's an amount of jank to all of those. You just kind of learn to work around the jank after a while in a lot of them. You'll also notice that it pushed me to the side when it set me on fire there. It was trying to sabotage me further, which is just disgusting. And I feel like part of the jank is trying to use a D-pad to drive like this. Because I had some of that problem with F-Zero as well, where you have a lesser precision of turning with a D-pad than you do with a stick, at least for me. Because you can make smaller adjustments on a stick than you can on a D-pad, since it's on or off with a D-pad, whereas there's degrees of motion to a stick. Not that I have the fine motor control sometimes to do the smaller degrees of motion that I'm talking about, but at least the option exists normally with a stick. The fucking all or nothing is exactly what went wrong there. Is I was already going too far one way, so I had to correct. But literally the most minor tap causes the overcorrection instead. It's infuriating. This is also why I don't normally do time attacks, but I don't have a choice but to finish this. Because usually in non-time attack scenarios, you can compensate with power-ups and such to balance things out, rather than having to just be like a very good driver, which I never claim to be. I'm just a passable driver at best, I would say, most of the time. Good by comparison to others sometimes as well. But that is specific others, and under particular circumstances. This is not impossible right now, but it's not looking good. Now it's impossible. The second I was on that lineup, I'm like, no, it's over. But I'm gonna see if I can bullshit my way past the hole. And then it didn't work. Which actually, why don't I jump? Just had that realization. Like, I would jump over the round holes. Why am I not jumping over the hole in the bridge? The answer being, I'm ascribing too much physics to this game and thinking that I will break the bridge by jumping on it, I think. Because I just have a natural reflex not to jump on bridges like that. If all 3 laps go at that same pace, we've got this. I'm not inclined to think that I'll be able to do exactly that, but it's possible. The better each lap goes, the more possible it becomes. Good enough. Come on. Yes, don't get burned. Okay, we have just under a minute to make the final lap. Can I do it? Okay, I can jump the bridge holes, so that does work. Missed the boost, but that's okay. God damn it! Literally press the button and it doesn't fucking jump. It's still doable. Fairly doable, I think, right now. But I think there's still... Ooh, I think it's over now. I think that fireball ruined it. Wait. Oh! We had 10 milliseconds left, I think. Not even. I'm so glad I didn't restart that. That was the most narrow margin I could have succeeded at that on. I don't know if that missile's gonna go around the world and catch up to me or not. So I don't know if that was a homing missile he fired or not, and I don't know the mechanics of them enough. I do know that I have another one. So I'm just gonna hold that for if he ever decides to have the insolence to pass me. Because he's right there. Perish, demon. Apparently you can throw those crystals forward, because he sent that bouncing around in front of us. He failed with it, but he did it. And I wish I knew how. Because that's tech that would be useful to me, is being able to fire items like that forward. Okay, we got a little bit more of a lead on him this time. I really shouldn't leave traps like that specifically on the path that I take. Because all I'm going to do is hurt myself. Hurt myself today. No, 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 no. None of that right now. Just get rid of those. It'd be funny if I could hit the stage hazard things with the missiles and destroy them temporarily. Well, guess I'm keeping these then. It would be the biggest BM flex to spin around and fire the rockets at him. Especially on like one of these turns where we're pointed almost back towards the other part of the course. That would just be such a dick move. Like, it would be the funniest thing, but it would also just be so fucking rude. Okay, that's 2 of the A-class as things done. 1 more to go. Oh, okay, I guess match race is 1 person and mock race is just a single race against the whole gang. And it's on this fucking map. Why did it have to be this map, huh? Why did we have to do this to me? I mean, I know why, but why? Go, pig power. Everyone is pig other than me. It's the same opinion a lot of people on the internet have, haha. Ow. Okay, I think I'm starting to figure something out that shouldn't work, but is working. You remember that whole mashing A thing I was doing to make it work in F-Zero? That seems to be working here, too. It shouldn't, but it is. Like, I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. But I'm gonna take it and roll with it. Like, if it means getting first place on this shit show of a track, I'm kind of fine with it. Because maybe it's just the fact that it's ice is making it work. Really? I got slowed down enough that I couldn't even make the jump, huh? Now all I'm getting is goes to. Because my hopes and dreams are dead. Nope. First place. There we go. I was also doing the tapping on the magma castle as well, a little bit. That's how I was making some of those turns a bit better. It seems like that is actually a thing, which I feel like it shouldn't be. But we just have the Champion Cup theoretically left, because it was at least letting me scroll to the other ones before. Skybridge 2, Ice Paradise 2, Magma Castle 2, and Cyberfield 2. There's still an arrow further to the right, but there was also an arrow further to the left back at the beginning, too. So I don't think that that's something to use as information there, necessarily. We'll find out, though. If there's still more courses to do after this, we will then know. But if this is the last Grand Prix, though, we will have beaten this in the time it took me to get to, like, the second Grand Prix, give or take, last time. And I don't know how to feel about that. How did I overjump that without doing anything? Like, I was holding the booster because I'm like, if I boost, I'm gonna fuck myself here. And instead I got fucked anyway. I don't understand. If no matter what I do I get fucked, why don't I just go back to living life? It's the same thing. No. Pig cannot fire missiles. Sad days. Once again, I end up overjumping without doing literally anything. The fuck, game? Am I too light for that jump? Is that even a thing? I almost caught up to the missile. Oh, I got fucked so badly there. You actually do the full bounce animation before you can even fall off the map if you get knocked off the map like that. That is such a dick move. Like, I am just so fucked this time. Oh, now no, I still didn't make this. Why am I not making that jump? Like, I genuinely am not doing anything, for those wondering. I'm not pressing any buttons other than the usual go forward button. Nothing. And yet I'm over jumping that jump every time. I really should have just restarted the whole Grand Prix, considering this is the first race. Like, if I'm gonna keep getting sabotaged by that jump, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Go, pigification beam. Yeah, even if I slow down, I overjump it. What the fuck am I meant to do there? Because I have to assume there's something I'm supposed to do there that I'm not doing. I just don't know what the fuck it is. God, that turn is... Ugh. And now I've just lost all driving ability again, apparently. Lovely. Oh, now I made it. I just need to, like, hammer on the brakes, apparently. So yeah, I guess Goemon's just too fast for that? Which is an absurd thought to have in a kart racing game. But that's also the catch to your characters having statistics, is some of them get fucked over. Just goes back and forth as to when and where. Oh, thanks, homing rocket. Thanks for not homing onto the guy literally a foot in front of me. Thanks, I guess. But see, all the AI's falling off too, so clearly it's not just me having a problem with that idea. But we got first place because we didn't fall in the hole this time, so we take those. Back here again. And it's worse this time. Thanks, I'm so glad to drown on solid ground. That's my favorite thing, in fact. Come on. It's gonna just sit here and do me dirty the whole time. I can see it already. I just need to get third, which is increasingly unlikely at the rate this shit's going. Come on. At least they're dying too. That's the only solace I have, is that some of the AI are dying with me. I'm so glad a snowball that's sitting still can still kill me. I'm so grateful for that being a concept. Actually, that's good to... Never mind. I was gonna say that's good because that slowed me down enough that I could make that turn. But the answer to that is, in fact, no. No, it did not. Like, the fact that we're getting screwed like this, and yet we're still competitive... Well, we were till we just got chain fucked there, and now I'm not allowed to even drive at all. Yeah, the fact that we were doing well up until that exact moment right before the final turn is, of course, it was right before the final turn. Why wouldn't it be? Indicates that this map is just disgusting. If the game itself cannot successfully drive around this course better than somebody who's falling off of it every turn, that says a lot. Like, I have to let go completely across that whole thing. I cannot touch the gas until I finish that full set of turns, it seems. Otherwise, I just go sliding into the abyss. Which, don't get me wrong, that is somewhat accurate to how ice is, but you also need to keep a little bit of power to not just slide off normally. So... Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, exactly. Even they're struggling. Though half of that, I think, is just these snowballs just killing everyone. Like, there's so much shit going on in this course. Because you got the snowmen, you got the penguins, you got the snowballs, you got the ice physics. This whole place is just a nightmare. I love that just starting my car up sends me careening off into the void. Like, I literally can't even capitalize on them dying because I can't even turn on the engine or I fall off the course. This course is just dog shit. And I feel like I'm rolling dice every time I try to turn my car as to how hard the car will turn. Oh, I also ended up with missiles suddenly, apparently. Because I'm having to focus so much on my driving compared to literally any other stage that I can't even look up there to see what power-up I have, really, without something bad happening. I expected to go in the water there, if I'm honest. Fucking can't have nice things. Can't even get weapons to defend myself. They just give me more fucking ice. Like, this has ceased being funny suffering at this point. This is just pure grain. I hate this. And I wish to leave. Thankfully, we get to leave now. We get first place, too. Because they all died to the snowball. Literally just good snowball RNG made that work. Not even Castlevania music can heal me right now. Thanks, Humming Missile. Very cool. I'm glad you're going off on your own journey to find yourself. Do me a favor and find me a better missile while you're at it. That's why you don't drive directly behind the NPCs in this game. Oh, this is weird. Oh, no, I don't like this. This whole, like, sideways boost thing, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. That feels weird. It's neat, but it feels weird. And I'm gonna get fucked over by it. I can feel it. Really? You just input red there, didn't you? Because there's no other way you could have happened to go invisible the second I pulled the trigger on those rockets. Come the fuck on. The ads are coming up, though, so I might pause this race partway. So the fact that we're very likely to have to redo this whole fucking set here does make me wonder if I should just finish this race. Yeah, no, I just got bodied that time around. That helps a lot, though. Turning them all into pigs, very big help. Dropping traps behind me doesn't matter because this is the last lap, so all it can do is help. Okay, the ads have started, but this course is literally about to end, so I don't think there's any point in pausing for it. I turned too sharp. Fuck. Literally just like a pixel more and we would have snuck around that corner, which is what I felt like I had to do to gain ground. So yeah, while the ads are running, I'm just gonna get us back to that course if I can. Time to suffer again, because we have to go back across the ice again. Yay! I hate it here. Fuck you, ninja. I'm so glad that you managed to avoid those missiles, because God forbid I have nice things. Okay, at least I didn't fall in the hole. What a mess. The thing is, I've also noticed drifting doesn't even give you a boost in this game. You just drift, and it doesn't really help at all. Like, it sometimes helps around a couple particular corners, and that's it. And I have to go with my classic phrase here of, people like this game, huh? Because this was actually like a fairly recommended kart racer for the Game Boy Advance. But then again, a lot of other kart racers on the Game Boy Advance are not good. Like the Shrek racing game's apparently like kind of terrible. I don't know if Digimon Racing's bad or not. Literally heard nothing about that. And of course, you know, the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart is Mario Kart, so it's fine. There we go, first place on this course. At least we didn't have to retry the first race this time. So it's not going to slow us down and make it harder to get past the future races. Quite as badly. I needed to wait till I was past the snowball and everything to finish that sentence. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. As you can tell, Magma Castle didn't go so good, so we're back here in the ice to cool off. Which is, as you might imagine, having the opposite of the intended effect anyway. Yep, I'm taking third. I hammered the car forward as hard as I could, and there was just nothing to be done. They had the same speed I did, so it was just locked in. I've got somebody 2 points behind me here. We might make it to the end of the Grand Prix just to lose anyway, which would be heartbreaking. Oh, there we go. I figured out how to throw it forward. It is just press forward. It just didn't work before. You're noticing a theme with this game of I did the thing correctly, but it didn't work, and then I did it again and it worked. God damn it, Mo, I had... Okay, if you're driving at all when you're on those, it throws you off a little bit. Because I tested that on that last move, and it threw me off of the alignment. Fuck me, man. And I haven't even seen a shortcut that'll help here, really. Like, it seems like it might be slightly faster to take that early turn like they do. Also, I have to assume somebody else fired off a pig beam, because I fired one and ended up a pig somehow. Yeah, see, I hit the third one just fine that time, because I didn't touch anything. I think even if I get third, I'll be okay. I would just need to do really well on the final race. It obviously would be better to get a higher rank, though. So let's see about doing exactly that, shall we? They're right on my tail, though. Nice, I skidded right across there like I was hoping to. That saved a lot of time. And first place, just barely. Oh, that was a photo finish with them. I was tempted to turn to try to shoot, but I'm like, if I did that, yeah. 7 millisecond difference. Oh. And they were the one right behind me in score, too. That was necessary. Oh. Okay, final race. I think as long as I don't take third when Pastel takes first, I think we're good. So how bad is this gonna be is the question. We also gotta remember, this is the course that has landmines on it. So we gotta watch out for those. And it also has the walls that bounce weird. Remember what I said about making sure not to place third? Placing worse than that is also a problem, just so you know me. Just so you know. Just a thought. Oh, this turn is going to be a problem as well. Thankfully, the recovery from it's actually pretty good. Like, as long as we're not demolished too hard by the time we get to that turn, I think we'll be okay. I'm forming a plan. I just need to be able to act on the plan. Okay, we took all those turns properly. Here comes the shitty turn. That was worse than last time, arguably, but the recovery is still good. What I really need is a weapon on this stage, but it seems like there's only blue bells here, so I'm just getting blue balls. Thankfully, slightly better driving might still turn this in our favor. Moai Head's top speed is going to make him, like, unpassable, though. Oh, really? Unless I boost really well. The fact that when you bounce off a wall, you lose so much speed is a killer in this game. Sometimes I try to purposely wall bounce to correct my direction a little bit, and all it does is destroy my hopes and dreams. Ooh, she only got second, though. I think we still have enough of a point lead that we're okay. Yeah, she got 6 points, I got 3, so we still all came out ahead. Oh. We've done it. I think that's game. Depends on if there's anything after this. No, that looks like a win screen to me. Yeah, that's credits. We got 2 games again today. Yes! Let's go. I'm officially a point ahead of where I need to be now. And you actually get to see, like, better art of the characters, so you might be able to recognize them a bit more. I still don't know who that ninja guy is, but he looks cool. Gonna go ahead and get this documented while the credits roll. I'm kind of mad that we got through that so much better this time. Though if I had pushed to try to do that last time, it would have taken me a good extra 2 or 3 hours, I think. But that is 18 games for the year, and that is now 7 games this month. 6 of which just in this event alone. I am very proud of myself for that. Now, as I said, I was only going to go for like 5-ish hours tonight, because we did get it started late because it's a Thursday evening stream. And with when I finished this, I don't know if I want to keep going. That's the thing. I don't know if I want to push today, or we just cut and then have a nice clean 4 hours for Friday. I feel like a nice clean 4 hours for tomorrow would be better than pushing to try to, like, get a half a game in today. I know this is phrased as like a subathon marathon thing, but I feel like that's a smarter play. And this way we can end on the high note of getting 2 games rather than a potential low note with whatever I pick next. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's smarter, even though I prepped specially for this by, like, having an energy drink and everything. I felt that dip. I think that's smarter. This does mean, like, it gets shortchanged a little bit, but sometimes that's a better thing than just going purely for time. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the timer, and we'll find us a raid target then. And we'll let the small, quiet cheering in the background be the note we go out on. Because that's funny. Yeah, and it has been a draining week, even if it's been a fun week, because of the fact that, you know, even though I had yesterday to recharge, it was 2 back-to-back days of charging through as many games as I could. So it is a thing. And even a day off isn't necessarily a full reset when it comes to content creation, considering I was still doing networking and everything yesterday. So I can't even say that I had it easy yesterday, necessarily. So yeah, I think that's just the best choice we can make. It may end up being a mild disappointment to some people, but look at it this way, you'll have a whole other day of this event tomorrow. So, all in all, it's a good thing. Just give me a moment to pick us out a target for tonight. They literally just end, or is it being stupid again? I swear I keep seeing people disappear the second I look at them. And I don't know if that's just the list fucking with me, his Twitch loves to do that, or if it's just timing. It could genuinely be either because of the way the list here on Twitch works. Oh yeah, I'm getting hiccups and everything too. Yeah, this is a good stopping point. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it just ends up lining up perfectly to balance out. Okay, no, you are still going. Yeah, I didn't think you'd been going for that long yet. You just disappeared off my list. That's fine. I found a way to fix it. Yeah, we haven't rated her in the last 30 days, so that's perfect. Okay, so thank you all so much for taking the time to be here. And genuinely thank you all so much for supporting this event. It has been so much fun. Despite the fact that I've gotten like a little aggravated here and there with some of the games, like obviously Cool Spot had its moments, Konami Krazy Racers here kind of twisted at me a bit, and Blaster Master Boy definitely had some choices. But we got through them all. We managed to push through. We're a game ahead of the curve, and it's up to y'all to push the ball back into my court a bit on that one, and we'll see how that ends up playing out. So, we're going to go ahead and raid Smori, who is playing some Overwatch. That's going to probably have similar energy to how some of these games have gone, where I am anticipating Smori's probably going to be a little frustrated because that's how Overwatch goes. But let's go give her some support, because we support our friends here, damn it. We will continue the event tomorrow, obviously. Assuming the timer runs out tomorrow, we will continue the archipelago on Saturday. If not, it'll obviously just be the event continues on Saturday as well. Need be, it'll continue into Monday as well, but if it doesn't, it'll be Final Fantasy III starts Monday, Dark Souls 2 continues Tuesday, and I may see about throwing together a collab for this coming Thursday, but it may be more likely that we skip this coming week for collabs as well, and then we go back into collabs the week after. We'll see. Goodbye, everybody, and be good this morning. Good night. Looks like Smori may